We are pulling out of Crested Butte RV Resort. We had an absolute blast here. It is a beautiful little campground. Pretty much, I think, the only RV resort in the Crested Butte area. And just gorgeous views. Actually, my dad and her mom were both able to come out and visit us while we were here for our anniversary, and then help babysit a little bit. But I got to go throw some horseshoes with Dad yesterday. You got to spend quite a bit of time with your mom, but they both pulled out today, and we are now going out boondocking. We both absolutely love Crested Butte. Yeah. It is our favorite mountain town by far. I'm glad we're here for at least another 3 to 4 weeks and can make a few trips down into town. So for some of you that know me, I have been wanting to full-time in an RV really since about 2019.
Let's pause for a quick backstory. YouTube videos inspired me to pursue RV living. So in early 2019, I purchased a truck and an old truck camper. My buddy Matt and dear Uncle Greg affectionately named the camper Miss Piggy because, well, she was a mess and needed a lot of work. Over the next 5 months, I refurbished the camper, sold nearly everything I owned, and moved into the truck camper. My friends coined me Sean the Hippie and told me I'd be single forever, as any girl would run the other way when I mentioned living in the truck camper.
What do you think the chances are of a guy like you and a girl like me ending up together?
Not good.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
After several small trips, I messed up the truck camper on a rough Forest Service road, and that same weekend, I sold the truck camper and bought a brand new travel trailer. 6 weeks later, 2 days before I was set to leave town, Lauren walked up behind me in line at a social event. Long story short, I never left town, and I almost gave up on my dream of full-time RV living.
So Lauren, I'm curious for you. You initially liked the RV, but you weren't really keen on like being full-time on the road. But obviously things changed over the course of the last couple of years. What made you want to live this lifestyle full-time on the road?
I think what started it was being pregnant with Aiden and just going for walks around our neighborhood and talking about and dreaming about what we wanted life to look like with a kid and what we wanted Aiden's childhood to be like for him. That's what got the ball rolling. I remember being like 37, 38, maybe 39 weeks pregnant and deciding, okay, I think maybe once Aiden is like 2 years old, we could go full time. Within the span of about 6 weeks, we had 3 people in our family that we were very close with pass away. And I know that they didn't get to do the things in their life, all of the things in their life that they wanted to do or dreamed about doing. And so that's really what made me change our timeline from 2 years to, okay, let's go get an RV and let's do this. I didn't want to let any more time go by without Sean getting to live out one of the things that he dreamed about. But then also it had become my dream too, with Aiden and Sean.
So there's a lot that's transpired in both of our lives over the last 5 or 6 years. I just remember back in probably 2015, walking along a river in Atlanta and just thinking there's got to be more to life than just sitting in a cubicle. Lauren was in med school, getting ready to go off to 4th year for her residency interviews and stuff like that. And we were never going to see each other. And we were exploring a few different options, but it was really, I think, when COVID kind of hit and shut everything down. Yeah. And we would go on lots of walks just like we're doing right now. Dream
building really about what we wanted our married life together to look like.
And what we wanted life to look like raising Aiden and what we wanted him to grow up with. So it's been an evolution,
yes,
but here we are.
That's a very good word for it. It's an evolution in thought and kind of like an unlearning of what I feel like society tells you is, quote, the right thing to do, and just deciding what's the right thing for you. I think the most common like reaction that we would get is like, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. Like, I wish we could do that. And I think my question to people who are in that mindset is, what is stopping you? And how can you overcome that to make your dream like a reality? And it might take several years. Obviously, this isn't something that we came up with overnight, but I would just challenge you to figure out what is stopping you and figure out how to overcome that if this is the lifestyle that you really dream about.
Maybe it's not this lifestyle. Maybe you just want to not go to a job you would prefer to not be doing, or to feel like you're living that Monday through Friday life where you're just living for the weekends. Instead, build a life that you don't have to vacation from. What is your reaction of life on the road so far?
It is way better than I thought it was going to be. For all the moms out there who are afraid to do this with kids or babies, I personally think having Aiden in the RV is so much easier than in a house. And we get to get outside so much more than we do when we're at home. Like, this is our front yard, this is our backyard. There are miles and miles of trails to explore. It's just really been like literally a dream come true. There's a daddy long leg. You just squashed the daddy long leg.
Oops, I did not mean to kill a spider during the filming of this episode.
Now we can't say no animals were harmed during this filming.
But it's much better than me upstairs in my office, yes, Lauren downstairs with Aiden, and we regroup for an hour or two at the end of the day. Yeah. Now I really can see her a little bit throughout the day. Obviously, I still have to work. It's not like we're just on a permanent vacation where everything is free. For us, it makes life a lot simpler. It slows things down, yes, and we don't feel like we're just living for the weekend. Yeah,
I feel like we've made several significant changes between our lifestyle, where we're living, and our food choices that have really, really simplified our lives and allowed us to have more time to spend together.
Ooh, tonight is gonna be a starry night. This ice cream is good. I could eat it every day.
You do eat it every day.